is hoping that we're not Technicolor. You know, like how we've been having some of those troubles recently. Oh, I better press
I do.
play on the timer. Right, dude? Right, dude. There we go.
I do remember us having some issues, and I don't like it.
Yeah, fingers crossed that it's coming through fine.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
Daniel, you sniffed out
Oh,
some
sniffed.
mysterious event that is not so well publicized, but it's going to happen in September.
I don't know about sniffing out. It was talked about here and there, but very briefly. It
Yeah.
is an event on September 22nd, empowering your workforce in economic uncertainty. So this will be an event. Satya will be giving urgent insights every leader needs to know in a rapidly changing economic environment. I
Mm.
read what was on the page because that's all we know.
Do you love how
This
the sort of sunset globe thing makes it feel like
Yes.
it's off into the
Now,
sunset?
I will say, and actually, it looks Viva-ish.
Yeah.
And if you look down below it, it has Microsoft Viva as the employee experience platform.
Right.
But it doesn't say that this has anything to do with Viva. However, that's the only thing on the page.
Well, and you look at the URL, it's a page, it's an event that's off the Viva
That is
landing
correct.
pages.
And
Yeah.
then, so the only thing you can do is download the calendar invite
Mm-hmm.
on your. So you can download that, add it to your calendar, and it's
Plan
going
to
to be,
attend.
yeah, plan to attend. With the summary is save the date, empowering your workforce in economic uncertainty. So I would advise everyone to go ahead and download that calendar invite, save your time in on September 22nd, and join this event. It's going to be an interesting one. So
Yeah.
do it.
Well, let's crack on to the show. Welcome to the 365 Mrs. Center Show, where we help you plan for change, prevent or fix, stay informed, and keep you abreast of all the secret events that are not so well publicized.
Right.
Yeah,
Or too much detail is given.
that's highly likely.
Yeah. Hello. It's great to be back, everyone. We have some great announcements. We have some quick ones we're going to run through, but also some we're going to dive into this week. How are you, Darrell? You doing well?
Well, yep, it's been interesting times, interesting week. Can I relate to this economic uncertainty? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think like as IT pros, we have to be mindful of consultancies, especially of work and delivering value, but not making it difficult for our clients.
Yeah. Well, before we dive in, which we will do straight away, but before we do, we will tell you that we love you and we mean it. So go ahead and give us a thumbs up on this video. Remember, we are actually changing YouTube channels. So go ahead and go over to our new channel where we're going to be broadcasting here in a few weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe. Go ahead and go over there and subscribe so that you will get the notifications of when we go live. So you can subscribe by going to 365, the numbers, 365mcs.com/newtube, NEWTUBE. And that is our new channel. You can click to subscribe and then you'll be all set. So go over there and do that.
Daniel, did we manage to get 365 MCS for our URL on YouTube?
Indeed. So you can also go to youtube.com/365mcs and you will find it. That's the new channel. So join us over there. and we will begin broadcasting over there very shortly. Make sure you follow us on all the socials. We are 365 MCS on Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn and Insta and TikTok and now YouTube. So just follow us everywhere. 365
and that's
MCS.
why it was so important for us.
That's right.
To get that. So yes.
That's right. So make sure that you follow us, okay, and engage with us, and go ahead and share this video out to on your socials right now. Go on, do it. We'll wait, and then we'll retweet or reshare or whatever. Give you a like. So
apparently some candy too.
Yes, Darrell will send you candy if you follow us on all the socials.
And Daniel will sing his country
I will
ballad.
sing to you as well. Yep. So first up, Darrell, let's talk about we talked about candy, so let's talk about health and notifications.
Or you know what, man?
What?
Where is it? Trying to find my shared source. There it is. Clever man. All sorts of windows everywhere. So, sorry, Service Health. New format for the Service Health message. We like those. We like them even more if we can glance at them and see exactly what that message is, so we can determine whether we should read it or not. So MC424411 is showing us that they are indeed making an effort to change that format. Over on the left, I could blow this up a bit more, but there we go, is how we currently see the Service Health notifications. They'll come through. The subject line is Service Health Notification. Good. Into the body of the text, Online Service Alert. And then the details are kind of tiny. But, if you open up the email because the subject line got your attention, you would have got to that. But look at the improvements they have made. They've got the Service Health ID, for that. They've got the notification, even sort of calling out what service has been affected. And then as you open up the message in big old bold letters, this is the message that we want you to know about. Now, Daniel, this doesn't affect me too much because I tune into those messages using the admin app, so I see those pop up in notifications that I get on my phone as well. But yeah, is this going to be useful for people?
I hope so. I think it's helpful to get more information at a glance whenever you receive notifications and not have to dive in. So the more we can understand a message or a notification before you have to read the body and get into it all, I think it's better. So yeah, I think so.
Cool. Yep. Well, so that is that's rolling out late September. You'd think, hey, it's just a change in the format of an email. What's the big deal? But yeah, got to time those things. So it's coming out late September, complete by early October.
Indeed.
Daniel, tell us about some improvements to Teams and our meeting experience.
Yeah, well, it depends on who you ask if this is an improvement, but automatically view up to 49 videos, 7x7, in Teams meeting MC424898. This is something we've actually talked about on the show before, that it was announced it was coming. We knew it was coming, that this was happening, but now it is happening. The message has some information. It's a public preview, so if you enable public preview, it'll be rolling out early September, so already. And worldwide and GCC, late September through early October. But basically, what this is saying is, right now you have to go and click on large gallery to see more than the 3x3, the 9 videos. This will actually automatically show you all of the videos. It depends on what happens, if it does it and how many it shows. It depends on your hardware capabilities or internet bandwidth. And I actually like that. It's being smart. It's not trying to force all of this on you. Now, there are some people on this podcast, some hosts on this podcast, that really don't like this, or at least have a displeasure with seeing this many. It's not me. However, when I look at this image in this message, I go, okay, maybe it is me now. Maybe I'm joining, because I look at this and just imagine, for those that are on the video here, you could see this, but those in the audio podcast, I'll describe it to you. You're probably looking at your message center right now, but you see all these people and all these faces. In fact, there's more than 49 here, because there's one with a conference room with 3 people in it. Okay, but so you got all these people, and they're all moving. No one sits still. You don't sit completely still. You're moving and everything. So you're going to have all this movement going on the screen. I'm sorry, but it's going to be a bit overwhelming, to be honest, for meetings where it's a social meeting and you're just kind of whatever. Okay, fine. But I don't think I'll ever use this in a large meeting like this with this many people when I want to concentrate. I just don't think I'm going to. There's going to be so much movement. Your eyes are going to be all over the place. It's going to be overload. For me, anyway. Some people may love it, and that's okay. That's fine. But just know that this is coming for your organization, and this is not you have to turn it on kind of thing. It's going to be there. So know that this is going to happen, and you can choose not to have this, right? You as a user can choose what view you want to have.
We can?
Yes. You
Good.
Can choose. You can do together mode if you want to do it that way or whatever. But this is... Yes. I am not...
So the other thing about this view, Daniel, is that it's 7x7 of marketing images, perfectly lit, perfectly balanced, all all attuned. Reality is that it'll be all sorts of different backgrounds. The AI that has trouble sometimes with, it's all of those sorts of distractions. So, I mean, it's great to be able to see people maybe at the beginning of the meeting and say, "Hi, everyone, great to see you." But I couldn't have this on the whole time if I was trying to engage with an audience.
No, I mean, I think we're just going to have to get smarter about the way we engage in our meetings. We're going to have to get smarter when we spotlight. We're actually going to have to use that.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get smarter with how, some people have this mentality of, I join the meeting with my camera on and then I turn it off during the meat of the meeting. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying some people, that's the way they do it. I mean, with this many people, I probably would turn my camera off in the middle of the meeting when someone's presenting or whatever. But, that's also not great for the presenter. If no one has their cameras on, they have no idea whether what they're saying is landing. Right?
Yeah.
So,
as a presenter, anyway. I wouldn't know how it's landing either, because I can't glance quickly and then focus on a face out of all of that. It's just a more natural experience when you're standing with people and you've got that. But yeah.
Indeed.
But...
Yep.
It's going to
so
be
that's
there,
rolling out very soon. So, Darrell, here's a quick one for you. Mm-hmm. It's an exciting one. I'm going to use it, but let's talk about video in Teams.
Yeah. Well, this is something that I mused about maybe 3 or 4 years ago, hoping that we would get something where we could leave video messages in Teams, and here it is, video clips in Teams chat. MC427757. Concept here is that you can leave short video messages in Teams. Now, you can sort of do that now. You could record something and attach it to a chat message, but it's not going to play in line. And it's going to mangle it. I've experienced it. It sort of compresses it. It's not great. But this is keeping in mind a way that we've all started to use different social apps and things, that we can create a short little video, say a lot more than what we can with text. Maybe string it together and upload that. So this is good. It's going to be configurable around messaging policies as well, because it is a messaging feature. So if you want to attune that or turn it off, then so be it. But I am glad to see that, and it'll be available in preview mid-September. So that's about a week or two away. And in GA, it'll be available late September, complete early October. Yeah, I'd send you a video message, Daniel.
Yeah, and that's it's limited to 1 minute. So don't think this is you're given a presentation or anything. I mean, this is just a quick check-in, giving a quick message. I think this is actually, I predict this is going to catch on pretty well, especially for those use cases on mobile. And I think it's going to be, it's going to catch on. I really do.
Yeah. What I do want to confirm, though, is where these files are stored.
Indeed.
Is it like with Yammer, where if you record something that's sitting out there, it doesn't take anything off your storage? Or is this going to be saving to my OneDrive? And maybe then it'll be a bit like our meeting recordings, where there'll be some kind of expiry deletion process.
Which
we'll see.
Yeah, which I don't like. So, because these are not meetings, these are actual messages, just like a typed message, except more interactive. But,
good to see another option. Keeping with Teams chat, Daniel, tell us about this new thing.
Yeah, and this is akin to something I use all the time. Schedule send for Teams chat, MC427758. Yes, I use schedule send for emails a lot because I don't want my coworkers to expect or think that I expect a response now if it's on the weekend or it's at night or it's early in the morning, or I want to time it. I use it all the time, but I also use it for my clients. If I'm catching up on a Sunday night, for instance, maybe I took a few hours off on Friday. I need to catch up. Oh, there's some emails. I don't want to send emails on Sunday night. I want to send it on Monday morning. So schedule that to send. Well, this is akin to that, and we're going to be able to send messages and schedule those messages when we want to send it. This is rolling out for everyone late September, or I guess enterprise late September through mid-October. GCC late October through late November. GCC high late November to late December. And DoD late January through late February. I just want to call out that this message has all of those levels kind of called out and laid out for us. Why don't all messages do that? I don't know. Anyway. So you'll be able to schedule messages. Now, you can't do it too far in advance. It's just only 7 days or less in advance. And, it's just going to be a regular message. You can't flag it to be urgent or important, because if it was urgent or important, then maybe you wouldn't be scheduling it. There's instructions, which is cool here in the message. We like to see screenshots. We'd like to see messages on details on how to do this. I see this, honestly, my guess is maybe a lot on mobile. I forgot. I need to send the team, this thing. I need to send Jill this message. I forgot to send that to her. But I don't want to do it when I remembered it, which was at 2 a.m. because I woke up and went, Jill, I forgot to send you a message. So anyway, this is coming. And I think it is great for, flexible schedules. We all don't work 8 to 5 every day. So this will help us communicate when we want to.
Clever.
Yeah. And that's coming.
Message.
That's coming.
That's coming.
Features in the future. Why don't you tell us, Darrell, about some features that are already here?
Yeah, like features that arrived, and let's tell you about what arrived. But, good to have Microsoft Whiteboard back in the Message Center news. They have delivered a package of features that rolled out in August. We got the message early September, but that's okay. And it was just letting us know, just making sure that we know that you can open existing whiteboards in Teams meetings. You can annotate in Teams meetings. So I think that might be the annotation feature. You can collaborate with users outside of your organization in Teams meetings on a whiteboard, so that's good. Um, some new features around managing sticky notes, so you can drop them into a grid or drag them out of that grid, which is it's important. You don't want to be. I mean, some of us get really kind of OCD with. No, I wouldn't even call it OCD. I like to have my stickies lined up, right? That's just a thing, right? Yeah. Export your whiteboard as a PDF, and you've got some multi-language support for templates. So good to see. Well done, Whiteboard, for rolling some of these things out, and especially around bringing more collaboration for people during Teams meetings and our guests. And this is MC427764. You've got it right now. Go and enjoy it. Try it out in your next meeting.
Yeah.
Well, Daniel,
Here's my
do you have any
reaction.
reactions to this one?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my reaction.
You've only got 6 that you can choose from.
No, I have more. Expanded
do?
reactions in Teams. MC428506. This update is going to allow you in Teams messages to have lots more emojis for reactions to other messages. So over 800 to express yourself. So this is rolling out preview. It'll be rolling out mid-September, so soonish, and expect to complete by late September, and then standard release mid-October by late November. So you're not going to be, tenant admins. You don't have to do anything on this. This is going to be rolling out for you, and we've got some nice screenshots here showing you the options on how to see the different ones where you hover over the message to show the menu. You can open the picker and then select into your heart's desire of which ones you want to react to this message with. I think the interesting bit is, there is some nuances to this of, before when you went to do a reaction, you saw 6 that were available to us. Now we only see those 3, and then you have to hover and blah, blah, blah. So your users are just going to have to get used to a new way of doing this. However, and that's kind of the bad part. The good part, on my opinion, is I have many times wanted to react to a message with a different emoji, something like a crying or thumbs down or whatever, and it just wasn't available. So, this gives us an opportunity to react, to keep going. And that's the whole point of emojis, is that I don't want to have to reply thumbs up, Okay, that's silly. But I don't have to reply. I can just do an emoji and move on. So that is coming very soon.
Yeah, looking forward to stringing some modern day hieroglyphics together to tell a story.
So Darrell, tell me about. I want a SharePoint update. We haven't had a SharePoint update yet, so I want a SharePoint update, but I want one about people. Give me an update.
Well, I would, but it looks like I've forgotten to add it as a favorite, so
you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I
find
know. Yeah, so just everyone, remember, this is just your reminder about how to look up a message in the message center. I'm going to jump out of favorites. I'm going to paste in that ID that we quote during our messages. We'll favorite that so that we can go back to favorites. This is how the sausages are made in this sausage factory.
Oh my.
But yeah, I think this is a big deal for those of us who use the people card to signal who should be contacted about this page or who's presenting in this event. And the SharePoint people card is going to now get a medium-sized card, and you'll be able to add some things to it. This is MC428509. We've got an example of these cards right here. You've got your regular small card, which you can just look up a person. That's not changed. But what has changed for medium and large, actually, is being able to put a short blurb there about what you might want to be using that people card for. Drop on that Daniel is the subject matter expert for this particular content, so contact him and he'll update the page for you or take your feedback. This is really cool, Daniel. Good to see an update to one of the longer running web parts.
Well, and it is because oftentimes you come to pages and you see a people card and you're like, great, what's that have to do with this page? Sometimes there's description, but what if you want multiple people shown, but you want to describe their role rather than what's their title or whatever? I mean, why do I want to contact them about this page? What are the different aspects of what's being talked about on this site that I just like this to be able to give it a little bit of context. So yeah, it's good.
There's you get up to 50 characters for the medium-sized card, so whatever you've got to say on that size card, keep it short.
Well,
and
one thing,
255 on the large one.
Yeah, I mean, one thing you can think about I'm okay with that. I actually like the medium one with the smaller amount of characters, because one thing Twitter made us do was be more concise. When they said, oh, you can only have so many characters. Well, I actually like the medium one, but there's going to be places where you're going to want to use the large one as well. That's available. But I like the medium one because it gives it using space, I think, more effectively.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll fit nice on a sidebar.
Mm-hmm.
Dung, dung, dung. These are the people involved, or at the foot of a page.
Mm-hmm.
Well, keeping on moving, Daniel, some things have been happening with Power Apps and Lists.
Yes.
Some more superpowers.
Superpowers. Add, update, or delete images in Microsoft Lists via Power Apps. MC424902. This is just what the message title says. You're able to engage with that column, that image column that is in your Microsoft list. You're able to add images there, update those images, or even delete images stored in those image columns. And this is rolling out targeted release early September, and mid-September is completed. Standard release mid-September through late September, so very soon. So you'll be able to do that with any new apps that you're creating. You're going to be able to select the SharePoint connector, the data connection, and be able to do that because remember, Microsoft List is SharePoint, and be able to work with those. Now, important to note, and this is something we've talked about on the show before. This is, we love the Power Platform here. I use it for our clients, and so love it, okay? However, whenever connections are updated, remember, if you've used them in other apps, you're going to have to go in there and update them. So it even calls that out in the message. It says the SharePoint data connection must be deleted in your existing apps that use the SharePoint connection and then re-added so that the data schema can be refreshed to get this improvement interaction with your Microsoft List. Okay, with the
Does it stop working? Or
No.
does it just continue without the new functionality?
Right. No. It would not stop working for your old stuff, your existing apps, I should say.
Yeah.
So, yep. But if you want the new, then you're going to have to go and update.
Fair enough.
Yep.
So you're already touching it because you're already planning, how can I change my code? Sorry, no code, or is it low code? I forget.
Darrell,
Yeah.
let's finish this thing off talking about something that we've already talked about, really, and
Yep.
just kind of announcing that it's here.
That it's here. Well, we had We had Dan Holm on our show telling us about this when Viva Engage came out. And now the public preview for Storyline for Yammer and Viva Engage is here, MC428510. And this is the ability to create, again, I guess in the same vein as the video messaging we have with Teams, except this time it's about having your own landing page for your stories and your posts, and if people follow you, they can tune into that, subscribe to your updates, or follow you on Viva Engage and Yammer, and you'll see along the top the stories that you want to that you can record and share with people. Now our org have experimented and played a bit with this because we use Yammer, and it's pretty good. There's two ways that you can do this. Of course, the best experience is from your mobile, and we tried using it within Viva Engage within Teams on the mobile. Needs a bit of help there in terms of pointing people to which buttons to press, and when you record something and you say post, or it takes a little while to put that video together, render it, put it up there. It's got this little splash screen there that tells you this is what's happening, and then you can press post. But yeah, I think the richer, easier experience feels like Yammer, because it's actually it's in an app, not in an app within an app. But yeah, I think it's for an org like us who do use Yammer, we'll be using it and telling our story as we go and maybe visit clients or work on some things or have a short inspirational day. Yeah, I think it'd be good.
Awesome.
So there's some instructions there about how to turn it on, to turn on public preview. And also what you want to do when it's generally available. You just want it to be available automatically and immediately when it goes GA. So have a look at that message to learn more. But that is the show, sir.
Indeed, it is. We want to thank everyone that joined, everyone in the chat room. Thank you so much. We hope you found value in this, and please share this audio podcast or this video, depending on how you consume, with your friends and family and your coworkers, and then let us know how you enjoyed it or didn't. Give us some highlights on what you thought about the show, and we'd love to hear from you. We are 365 MCS everywhere on all the socials. So really appreciate you coming out and having a watch or listen.
Daniel, do you make your family listen to tech podcasts when you're driving places?
Of course, yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I usually get booed out of the car, which is odd because I'm driving, but yeah.
I mean, I listen to our podcast nonstop all day. So
multiple times.
Oh yeah, I just have it on repeat. So
don't say that, because then that our view count, right? You know, it's not just us contributing to it.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I'm suggesting that's what people should do. They should start with the latest, click play, and then make sure it's going to autoplay, and then just leave it. Just leave it there in the background, listening and absorbing what we're saying.
Go back to your favorite shows talking about updates that happened years ago, because we're that entertaining.
That's right.
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.